Hey, Namaskar everyone, this is Shorob and I'm back again with a brand new video. This is the continuation of our previous video, which is on SvelteKit and where I was actually building a Bhagavad Gita web app, and this is the third installation of that project. So I don't want to waste my time with crap talking something here and there. I just want to open up my project uh, right there in my VS Code, and I need to let me start my development server. npm run, not npm, in my case it's npm run dev, and if you open it up it should be like this as of now. And if you are new in this project and watching this video first time you're watching this video, then I would highly recommend you to watch my previous two videos which is related and connected with this video. Okay, at first you need to learn that two videos, then you need to watch this, otherwise you won't be able to understand anything, right? At least if you're a beginner. So here we had fixed that the slow loading problem here, and you can see that it's loading all the verses, which is a expected behavior that we have implemented in our last video. But here you can see that we have something inconsistent translations here. You can see some of them are translations are in English and some of them are in Hindi that are not expected, but we need to fix it here. So why this is happening, as far as I debugged it and understood in the previous video, that they are being done by various translators. For example, this is translated by someone and this is translated by someone else. That's why these differentiates are reflecting here, which we need to fix here, because to show the English translation consistently in everywhere, we must need to follow a particular author who translated it for us. So to see that, to understand that, we first of all we need to see that the translation has some commentary. Okay, commentary. So this is here in the types. In the types, you can see that the commentary has a ID, description, author, and language. So this description is being displayed here, which is this, and the author name. So the translation is the list of commentary. So there are various authors offered by the API and their translations as well. So as I have learned that they are different at their positions, so it is a result of bad API design, but as a developer we must need to use it somehow, by the hook or by the crook. So let's see how we can do it. For that, let's come here. We need to fetch or filter and return the only object of that particular translation of a particular author. Okay, so how we can do that? It's pretty simple in JavaScript. Just do as I doing in this video. So this is the translations, which is a list of commentary. So let's come here and add a function called find, which will take a callback function that it must need to insert a name of callback function. In my case, I am doing it as translation, translation translation details, and fat arrow function, which will return a particular object from that translations array, where the author name will be equal to Swami Gambhirananda. Okay, so but let me show you that thing, how I debugged it in my last video, that these translations are from different authors. So First of all, it's a basic sense that a same translator won't do the translation of a verse in Hindi and other verse in English. Okay, so it must be done by different translators. To see that, cross verifying it, I have done this so that you can do description, and instead of description, let's say the author name. See the author name. Who is the author of this translator? So here you can see that Swami Tanmayananda is the translator of this, and the Swami Gambhirananda is the translator of this. So how does it happen actually? It's a fault of API design, I guess, but I'm not blaming him or her to making this inconsistent API design, but it should be consider. It's a matter of consider. It's a matter of actually sense. Okay, let me drink a water because my throat is already hurting. Okay, so now we know that the authors are different in this array, so we need a common language, which is English. And I know that Swami Gambhirananda did all his translations in Hindi, sorry, my bad, in English. So I decided to show his translation here, and as he translated the shlokas or verses of Shankar Bhashya, okay, which is an edition of Bhagavad Gita, translated by and commentary actually the purported by Adi Shankaracharya. Okay, so how we can do it? Let's simply come here in the description, and instead of targeting a particular index, let's use find and translation details, and let's go for translation details dot author name equal to, and which need to be same as this Swami Gambhirananda. Where this Swami Gambhirananda actually available, that object and details of translation we need. Now it's going to return as object, that's why it will be shown us and seen us here as object. So we need to convert it into author name, not author name, description. Fine. So now it is going to be consistent and in English of especially the translation of Swami Gambhirananda. Why it's still showing Tejomayananda? Because we are using the old approach here. We need to replace it with our new approach to show the author name of Swami Gambhirananda. Okay, and it need to be author name. So you can see that Gambhirananda is everywhere here now. So let's add a little bit thing here, that it is going to be a Shankar Bhashya translated by Swami Gambhirananda. And I guess it would be much more easier if we more the visually effective in italic way. So that's it. Okay, now we need a way to actually find out or see the details of it here. Let's come here and implement it. How we can implement it? Let's before that, I don't want to click on the entire, I don't want to make this entire div or the verse clickable. Instead, I would like to make a simple button to view it. How I can do that? Simply go for here, and it should be a link where I need to view purport. Okay, view purport, where let's bond it inside a div class padding y3. And, I guess this is more than enough, and add a class here, padding y2, padding x3, and text center, and bg yellow 700 and hover bg black, oops my bad, black, and text is always white in this case. Here you can see it's quite good. Now at least we need to make it as rounded so that it gives us little bit satisfaction of eye. Yeah, that's okay. Now we need to replace the divs href, which is here. We need to actually copy this and paste it here. Fine. And instead of a tag we can replace it with div. That's it. Now it's not clickable, only this button is clickable, but this thing I guess need to be a little bit text sm, need to be a little bit smaller, and padding y should be 2. Now it's little more organized. Okay, so if you're clicking it, it should give us the entire details of that particular verse there, which is missing here in this case, which in this video I am going to implement here. Well, so let's come here in the verse, and by the way, we have learned that the use of this breaking the layouts from in our first video, and we did the same thing and implemented it in our real world case in this project here in the last video. And here we did a little bad thing, that this chapter.group is not consisting any layout file, which actually force this user ID to use this layout, which is okay and is also acceptable, but it's a good practice to use our layout dot svelte here as well. You can see that now it's gone, because it was expecting it to be here, but it was missing. So now let's add the slot again. It's a good practice to have it here. Now you can see it's back again. Now what we need a mixture of this in this layout. We don't want to touch this, right? This layout of chapter group, which is not a route. I'm telling it again, this is not a route. Okay, if you bound some folder name with this first bracket, they are not considered to be a route. Fine. Now in this slot you can see everything is here, but we can get a script. Oops, not source, script, the script of TypeScript, I guess, script, and the language is TypeScript, and we get a data from here, export let data. Now you need to learn another thing, that this data will have the access of this server data and base data. Fine, that's why I love it. See, we didn't use any state management here like Redux or something else stores. We are doing it completely of our own. That's a total magic thing. So let's make a div where we can show our data.gita chapters. No, I don't need Gita chapters. I need, okay, let's come here and make a layout or base data, layout data, I guess, I don't know. So verse details, I guess it is actually available, I don't know. Well, so it's not here. Then let's come chapter. It's actually getting the chapter. Should also get the verses as well at the same time. Page data. Let me see if we can find anything here. So console.log data dot something like this, and if we see anything, I guess it's not going to show us anything. What's that? It's undefined. Okay, it's the object here, Gita chapters. No, I don't need them. They're just Gita chapters, right? So 18th chapters. What I need, oh, actually it's coming from here using this, and chapters are being here, Gita chapters, and the page is not consist of anything, while the ID I guess the page, yes, this page is actually chapter details. Okay, fine, I got it. So what we can do in our verse, we have this verse details, chapter details. This is okay, but we need the all verses. Fine. To get it, let's build another layout dot server dot ts where it need to be a git load and it should be a layout server load, and this will have a params. What's happening here? Oh, we didn't import it, right? Fine. So now we need a params and fetch. Let's come here. We don't need this. We don't need this. Okay, we don't need this. And here I guess we are doing something, some console log somewhere. I guess that's inside our chapter layout. No, where we are doing this? I guess in the verse. Yes, here. We need to remove it. Does that? Fine. Now it's not going to bother us again, and we need the verse thing, but before that let's go for params dot chapter ID. So as we can get that here too, so we can still be able to pass this here the load dot server, and let's import them. Oh, okay, we need the is data. Is data request. Fine. Now let's come here. Now I guess we can at least use the verse list. Verse list dot what? Yeah, I guess length. No, not length. It should be. Oh, my bad. It should not be the verse list. It should be the verse ID, right? It should be the verse ID or verse. So yeah, we can use it to here. This is the chapter ID, this is the verse. Why not to make it gain a dynamic ID? Verse ID. It is possible. Verse ID. Why it's expecting that? Oh, I got it. It's just a mess. Nothing else. Now it should run, but not running as there is no verse. Chapter 1. Yeah, it's object and object. I guess it's better to not use it. Let's make that PERC verse. And yes, this is the verse and the verse ID. We don't need this, just remove it. Side here we can use verse ID and let all of them inside verse ID. We can make it yes to reflect everything automatically, and this verse is now nothing but a simple folder route which has nothing actually, but it's good to use a layout.svelte here. This will have a slot of its own. Now this is not anymore a route, but after that if you're using this one, it's a route, a valid route actually. Now let's use it. Actually it does make sense, that verse and then the number of it. Let's come here and we have the params chapter ID. This is okay, but we don't need any chapter ID. We need the verse ID now. And let's go for the Gita API. I know it's a little bit of confusing, and sorry for my background noises that are consistently coming in my entire video. Oh, I can fix it. Sorry, it was my fault. I didn't notice that my fan was running. So I guess it's much more calm now. The environment is much more calm. So let's see what I can do here. We need a particular verse, which is this. And as usual, this is not expecting Let's test our endpoint. It should give us now. Fine. Now we need to follow this. Okay, just copy this and paste it here. I guess this is not required. Chapters and 1, which is required. So we need grams dot chapter ID, and we need grams dot verse ID. Now it's okay. Everything is good. And if we see now, it's not the verse list, it's a verse. Oh, my bad. It's a verse. It's not a list anymore. Verse details promise. Copy it, paste it here and here. You're also going to use the string with promises. Verse details. I guess verse details promise. We can use it here. Fine. Now let's come here, and it has nothing like this. We just need to debug it first, what it is actually showing us. So let's come here and let, or you can use const2, r is equal to await of verse details params, and yeah, that's it. And then console.log of, oops, my bad, log of this r, so that we can find out does not exist. Oh, because this is the on slash is missing, was missing. Now we can see that the response of that particular verse number is here. So what does it take? Let's go inside our types, verse types. So here in the verse we have ID, number, chapter number, text, translations, commentaries. So commentary, oh, is there any problem? Yes. Oh, they are actually sharing the same thing. Fine. So it's not a problem. You can use the commentary. So now let's come here and remove this part of code. Let's go and make it happen here. What we can design, let's give it a class and give it a height of full and overflow y is a scroll level. Then we need a container, I guess. If not, we can avoid it later. So we need a chapter ID or chapter number. Let's go for, oh, first of all, data dot it need a promise, right? I need a promise. So not is, first of all, we need a await block, await and then block, but I need data dot verse details promise, where I need a p of verse details is loading. Fine, verse details is loading. Now let's come here and to implement our rest of the things here. Now let's go for each block where the name need to be verse details. And oops, my bad. Yeah, verse details dot, what was that? It's a verse details where we need a commentary, right? Text, translation, word meanings, translations. Yes. What's that? Let's see the example. A particular verse, we need another thing here, so let's simply use it. Quick type.io. Yes, it is little different, I guess. Yes, it is little different. Maybe text, translations, but where the word meaning is coming from. I've seen something like this word meanings. Was there any word meanings in verse type? Okay, there are the names, commentary, this is author name, slug. It's in here. Let's say it again. Verse details dot translations is translations as item and use item dot description. Let's see first what is giving it us. Commentaries, and commentaries has description as well, so this is the description where I need the translator to, author name Shivananda, fine, okay. But I saw something there. To be honest, I saw something like word meanings. Let wo awaited first details console.log. I am showing is just a prefix to identify it that it's working. Who let's go here. First ID, it's not found. Oh, okay. It's kind of obvious because we have updated our times commentary. Where is that? Send page, I guess. We have updated chapter name, our routes, right? So we need verse. It's the chapter. It is the verse. Sorry, in layout actually. So here in the button, it should be chapters, then chapter number, then verse, then verse number. Fine. Now it should work now. Let's see. Now it should work. See, it's working. Author name, but it was there, the word meaning. Description, author name, ID, description, author name, language. That the translations I know. So where is the word meaning? Ah, I got it. It has a word meaning, and this is missing here. It's totally missing here. It has a word meaning. So it's really a very bad API design. So if you copy this and go inside our layout, which has the verse list, and here we were showing the results, translation, and here is the text. Let's come here as h3 word meaning, verse dot word meaning, which is not available there, but it is actually there. See, it has the word meaning, and it's a very low quality API design. They missed it. So we need to add it manually. See, why to use console.log? We can find out this kind of errors as well here. So it need to be inside this commentary, and it's a string. Now we can use it. So let's go the word meaning. It can be a little bit lower, padding y of 2, and text sm. Okay, now let's come here. You can see that here we have the pronunciation of it. So the pronunciation, we can say it here. Let's make it a span where we have I pronunciation. Fine, you can see that, and let's make it a little bit font semi bold. Yeah, so you can see that pronunciation is also available here now. Now let's go to the viewport where we need to design it. Fine, let's go and remove this. It is not required anymore. Here we have the description. So first of all, let's design it. This is the commentaries. So we need a commentary row. So let's create it. We need to make a div, and this div need to be out of this too. Class flex wrap and space x1 space y1. Okay, items center. Now let's make a div where we can show the A button, href for the reference only, and class, it should be the item dot author name. So you can see all the authors that who made their commentaries here. Fine, who made their commentaries and who said what. Not only that, we can also show something else. For example, let's go first let's not mess with it. We can use it here. However, let's remove it first. Let's make a div where we can make a class of padding y2 and background yellow 800. Now text, nothing else, simply use it. Now make it here, make a is block here where we need verse details dot translations or commentators. Okay, where was the commentator? Let's see in the types. Commentators are both in the translations and the commentaries. Commentator. Okay, so let's go with the translations and commentator. Let's name it as commentator. Okay, translations of whom? translator, okay, commentator dot author name, fine. Yes, it's the author name. Let's use it as author. That's much better. Author dot author names, they're here. And now let's 1 2 3 or something like that, I don't know. Let's not give it a height and something like this. We can always show it like it and height. We can give it a specific height of 20 and flex wrap and space x1 space y1 and give it a design div where we have this thing. This is p. Now let's come here and give it a simple box kind of a thing, like busy or border yellow 700 and text wide rounded padding 2 pixel everywhere and it should be fine. It's not working, right? Yeah, fine. I had an idea. Let's not make it flex wrap, where we can use with full and overflow x scroll. Haha, that's quite amazing, but we don't need any full kind of thing. And let's give it a width of 10. 10 is so small, so give it a width of 40, I guess. No, they are not that good. Let's make it text yellow 700. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. It has a container, I guess that's the problem. No. Well, can give a width of 90 is really small, of 700 pixel. No, that's not a good idea. So what really we can do is let it be like this, okay? And by default let's make a let default author name is, let's go in the type where we have Swami, where is he? Swami Gambhirananda. Well, size string Swami Gambhirananda, and we can add the rest of the translations here. Padding y3, and let's see if we can do it. Translator default it's the author, not author name, my bad. Default author name is, where is he? Text black. Oh, okay, so it gone there. Need to be below this. Fine. Now you can see that Swami Gambhirananda is the default translator, but if we just click that, let's make it as button, type of button, and use one click. It's going to be like this. Default name is going for a author name. So now it's going to change, see, and according to this change we can show other things as well. So let's implement it here. First of all, this is the author name, and that was the layout, right? It is the layout. So we need the base.svelte to be here. Where is the I am the verse? Where is I am the verse here? It's not showing it because we didn't enter any slot. A slot need to be here. I am the verse. Fine. Now okay, this is the slot. what we can do here, the translator, okay, without a state management. Or should we do it here? I'm feeling really confused now. So actually what can do, yes, to a slot, we need server-side rendering most of the time, right? So it's a little difficult. We need a little bit of source here. SvelteKit, data loading or passing data, state management. We can use the state management now. So from void shared state on server, no side effects in load, is stored with context, component base state is preserved, storing state in the URL, storing empirical state in snapshots. I guess the URL is the thing. If you have a state that should survive a reload and or affect SSR, such as filter or sorting rules on table, URL search parameters like this thing are a good place to put them. Yes, we can do it. href and no, it's not going to work like this. So what else we can do is simply rename this as page dot server dot ts and copy all of this, paste it here, the page, and most importantly, now this thing need to be implemented here. So we are basically telling this page to avoid the layouts and breaking it. Fine. So it's no more a layout server, it's a page server data, isn't it? Git load page server load. Actually it's a page server load, not data. Now you can remove it. Fine. Now you can see that the same thing is happening, but the only difference is we don't need to use it anymore. The default name is here, the default name is here. So let's, is that the author name? Yeah, it's the author name. As the default name is here, then simply use the translation as well. So first of all, let's come here and make a div. That's our content. Okay, content of the verse, and this need to be class padding y3, and now let's come here where we need a ace3. This is going to be a data dot, not data, it's a verse details dot chapter number, and then we need a h1, which is the chapter name, verse details dot chapter, or I guess text, chapter number, commentaries, text, word meanings, they are verse number, translations, text. What is the text? Text is this, and let's go for ace on again. Data dot Gita chapters dot chapters. It's a promise, right? It's a promise happening. Think no need is required. Let's go for this. This is the word meaning. So verse details dot verse number, word meaning, and what word meaning and translator, right? Translation, this is the translation here. So verse details dot translations dot find author translator dot author name is equal to default author name. Author name dot description actually, yes, this is it. Then we need, it's the translation, this is the pronunciation, and this is the verse, it's the chapter ID. Yes, so you can see all the details here perfectly. Now we need another thing, which is a div, and it's a commentary. Padding y, it should be 3 or 4 or 3. Let's go for p. This is the purport. Let's go for ace3. purport, and here padding y1, and let's come here. Purport is verse details dot commentaries dot find, where it has a translator callback function. Translator dot author name is going to be default author name, and dot description. This is it. Oh, it's undefined. Why? Yeah, they don't have any purport, right? So they don't have any purport. So we have an option to show the details here. Dot filter the translation dot filter purport dot, where is that? What's this? The auto kind of thing is not working. It's the commentary. So purport dot purport dot it should not be translation, it should be a commentaries. Description is not equal null. It's not working, right? Oh, it should return. Fool me. Now we can see all of the purport. Well, Well, they don't have any translations as well, some of them. So we also need to use another is loop where the verse details, where it's going to be author. Okay, no, how we can do it. It's returning a details that's here. I got the idea. Let's make it let authors. This is going to be commentary or the string. Okay, string, list of a string, and it's empty now. Remove it as expected. Can we use and here? Translations dot filter translations, where it should return translations dot description is not equal to call undefined. Now I think it should work. They don't have it again. Well, let take it's really hard. Yes. What we can do? Let's say let's use AI for that, ChatGPT, where let's give it a simple thing. It's array. First of all, let's create an array here. Fine, let's create an array here. That so array of name is 2 and translations of description ho, and comment, let's make it descrip description 2, which is co cop, and let's repeat it again. Where this is undefined, and somewhere is this is defined but this is undefined. H2, H3, S4. Okay, so let's copy this and let's write a condition for this case. Let's come here, which is chat GPT. Here is a JS array. I need to filter and return the objects where both trans translation and comment has description. So let's see what it can give us. So it has data.filter item. Oh, why? It was really simple. I was thinking about it, but was really out of my mind. It should not be here. Let's come. It is the verse, right? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's here, right here. Can remove it. Simply return this commentaries. So the filter is not type verse, it is verse, and what you can do, return purport. It's not working. Let's go to the verse again. So we did little wrong thing here. We need to copy them again and paste it here. So how we can do this? Let's come here. It's a way of thinking that yes, let's make a name is Papa versus 1, and let's make a be like this. Fine, make it any and then translations is going to be this. So then it will be this. Fine, and the comments need to be this. Well, so now I need to copy this and send it here. It's my new JS array where I need the names of names that are common in both translation and comments, maybe translations and comments. Translations and comments based on their description. When their description is not defined. Oh, my bad. I need to stop it and paste it our code. So this is how you can use AI, right? So this is it. Filtered translation, filtered comments, and extract names from filtered list. what we can do is, let me try that first. So well, let's remove this. And use it here. How we can implement it in Svelte. Actually, let's do it there, right? Let me use it first. Right there. First of all, let's create it. Let's handle it right from here. So let commentaries is going to be data dot what they're doing. Let's see what we can do. Data dot this, and we don't need any of it kind of a thing. Can we use it? Const get authors and it should be a synchronous program. Then verse details is here. Then let's go for let commentaries is going to be first details dot commentaries dot filter author dot description. If it is not equal to undefined, then return it. The same thing need to be repeated here. here translations, and now translation need to be the same thing here, follow the same thing. Then what we can do, let the author names use commentaries dot filter, I guess. Okay. They have the names, right? Translator list, where we can use dot map. We can give it a value author that can return a author name, and let your commentator list says, oh, it should be a translations, right? See how we are using the simple thing in a harder way, because I may be able to do this thing, but I was trying to do it right inside this. That was the problem actually. So now let's see what I can do. Commentators list, and let's do another thing. Let commentators list, okay, that's fine. And yeah, commentaries dot map author need to be author name. Let me check my phone. There are too many messages. Sorry. Now let's go for let author names, and this can be translations dot filter, where author as really going for author dot name is equal so it's common names, right? Not equal, we can use commentators list dot includes the author dot author name. That's fine. So we got we got the author names here, and which need to be here as well. Let author names is going to be a string of list, and let's remove it. Author names as string. What it's returning? Oh, it is returning that, right? It's a commentary. Okay. So it need to be the avail translations, okay, to be commentary, and let's copy and paste it here. Now what we can do, use it as on mount, I guess. Mount, and hit the authors. Now if we just copy this and paste it here, that name author, okay, now it should be okay. Now let's see. So you have Ram Sugdarsh and this two only. Fine, we are missing something here. We need to do this. I think we don't need them. Can use it directly here. Translations. It says the author. where the commentaries dot well, I got it. I used here find instead of map, which is here. Instead, common names, it should return common objects. So the same filter is happening. The author name is not required. This is author name for now, and turn A, which is the comment, should return the this. So I need to use this commentaries here. Now I think it's okay. So let's remove it. And now I think we should see them available here. Still Ram Suktas and there. Find and third dot description. I think it should be like this. No. Null. And the same thing. Need to be happen here. They are using these purports dot commentaries. We need to do a lot of debugs, right? Debugging is a part of development. So I guess it should be here. Doesn't he have this thing? Just for a while, let's stop it and use a on mount, or yes, on mount. We need to debug it, right? On mount. I guess we can do asynchronous functions here. Can we? Yes, we can. And let's sol.log. Okay, so versus our commentators. Versus details dot commentaries dot filter dot author dot description is not equal to undefined. Console.log com. So can we see him here? No, not. Fine, but we can do a little bit more here. Let's remove all of this crap. I don't need them. I'm smart enough. Okay, let's remove it too. Let's come here. where you have available translations or translator. We don't need it. Let's come here and use data dot verse details promise dot what. No, it should be the verse details, right? Verse details dot translations. We need a selected thing, so let's make it little hard for us. Let's use this quotation to make it dynamic. Okay, and let's use and if this author dot what's that happening? I guess we need to do it here. If the author is call default author name then author dot author name. Okay, then it should be the BZ should be yellow 700 and the text should be white. Fine, can cut it and make it like this, just for conditional thing. Okay, so now you can see that it's working like this. So what we need is the translations are required. Translations are required. Purport, if they are undefined, then we are gonna tell that this particular author is never commented on this verse. Okay, so that's the smartest way to handle this situation. So let's come here and make it if else block. just copy this, use it here. If this is not equal to, or simply use a simple this format, then we can show it here. Else you can say that, oops, sorry, the particular default author name never commented on the verse, on this verse. I guess this is well, undefined, not equal to undefined. Okay, so yes, now it's okay. Oops, sorry, Swami Gambirananda never commented on this verse. Fine, so that's what I was looking. And do they all, yeah, fine. I need to check if it is missing or not, if it's a API problem or not. Let's go to Swami Gambirananda and let me check on my book, which is chapter 1, I guess, chapter 1's verse on. Let me check it for cross verification if he really said anything or not. So here yeah, but he did comment on that. Let's see at 2.8. Right, let's, for verification, let's go for Shankhi Yoga, and it should be 2.10. Let's go for the 10th verse, where he actually purported here, but in this verse they didn't. So the purport of Swami Gambirananda is not available here anymore. But here in my book, he did commented on this verse. Fine, it might be there's something, some choice, or I don't know, but it's not a good API. See? There's nothing actually. To verify it, we can also see it at no, we can't. So let it be. It's not that much important for now. It's an API problem. It's not our problem. The man who made this API did the mistake. Okay. So let's go and make the style a little bit good. Let's come here, class text center, font bold, let it be extra bold. This is the verse, so it should be here, that class text center, font semi bold, text base, pronunciation, let's not give it the name at pronunciation, let's make it h4, and class text sm, text center, okay, and the translation should be here, text base, text justify, and heading y1, where these guys also need some paddings, padding y1. That's quite nice. But I guess this translation need a span itself, where we can give it a class of font semi bold, and word meanings, I guess this text, this should be italic as well, italic, fine. Chapter 1, text on X or 2XL. Okay, let's make them a little bit larger. Okay, here there should be LG, yes. The purport is also need to be a font semi bold, and padding Y, let's make it 2. This don't need to be like this because it's already inside a P paragraph. Okay, so it need on, and text base, text justify. That's what it is. Where is the purport? Here, I guess. Let's not make it like this. Yeah, now it's okay. Isn't there anyone who translated it in English? there is no English comments here. Fine, not a problem. So yes, that was it, and we can see something like this. If it is here, ChatGPT, the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Fine. Give me this in HTML format and prettified version. Why not to use it with AI, right? Let's copy this part, not the entire part. Oh, my bad. Copy this and see our chapter. It's chapter group, layout page. This is completely empty, which we need to fill. That's why we copied that. So you can see this is here. So the height full. It's okay, it's actually content in it, right? Let's make a script. H2. It's my bad. Oh, it is not a script, it should be a style. H2. Padding 2 pixel or 2 rem. .2 rem. And font width, let's make it 800. It has the ace on too. Font size of, let's make it XX large, and font size is large. and font width bold, padding left 1.2 rem, padding right 1.2 rem, padding top on rem, padding bottom on rem. On rem. Fine. So it's quite okay. Now let's style the P. Font size is medium. Padding from every side 1.2 rem. And yeah, that's it. So we can see it. Now if you want this, this layout which has the loading data, let's come here in the server where has the Gita chapters, and I need a chapter ID which need to be here too. Chapter ID, I guess not like that. I need to do it here. Let selected chapter ID says int or number says currently null, can be null. Now it is the chapter list, so we can change it to use dynamic values. Use if the item dot chapter number is equal selected chapter number selected chapter number, then the background should be black, then the background should be black and text should be white. White, right? And yeah, busy. This is kind of a thing, so we don't need. We can just simply use this and add it here. Now if we come here, at least we also need to on click that need to be set it that selected chapter name is going to be item dot chapter number. Yes, So now you can see we can always navigate and keep the track of our awesome chapters. So yeah, that was it for today, and we have learned so many things. Now if you see here, if it is server-side rendered or not, let's come here and copy this and search it here, and you can see it's there. If you want to see this, just copy this, paste it here, see, it's inside there. Okay, okay, that's great. Now, well, if we copy this and open up in this browser, I guess it will also make sense for us. Let's go here and open up the wanted page source and search for Kurukshetra. We have this working. That's quite nice. Fine. So if you go to the Swami that came with this, I guess it's not server-side rendered because it's not default here. However, let's see if it is here or not. Yes, I guess it is here. Let's copy this and paste it here too. No, it's not server-side rendered because these data are SP only. Okay, we could do this by using another link name and making it a layout and another slot, but let's not make it. Let's keep it simple, and we may do it at our very last video. And what we can do next, we can implement it, the email sign up and log in there. So that's it, and make a simple landing page here. That's what. And I would like to say that I have already I made this project open source. So if you go github.com, and if you go to my profiles, you can obviously follow me here, or if you are go inside these repositories where you can see the Sanatana heritage, you can contribute here. You can make pull request and make it improve. Okay, so that was it. Thank you everyone. Goodbye. Namaskar. রথযাত্রা শুভেচ্ছা সকলকে। যদি আপনাদের I guess I'm by mistake I have spoken in Bengali, so I was just forget about that in this video I was talking in English. So thank you everyone, goodbye, namaskar, and happy Rath Yatra. And if you like this video, please make sure to hit like, share and subscribe. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the comment section. Goodbye.